Many of us remember that one show on Cartoon Network named Ed, Edd and Eddy, right? The show stopped showing after 6 seasons, which led to the entire staff of the show to be laid off. Many were really mad about this decision, which led to one of the staff members leaking the original opening episode for season 7. The crew members were mad when they found out that this was leaked. The file was on a torrent site for 3 days. Only 24 people downloaded it before it was taken off. The people who watched it went insane. Before the episode starts off, a warning is shown, stating the following. Due to money issues, we were forced to stop production for Ed, Edd and Eddy. This file is not to be distributed to the public, as this episode is only a project. After that, the intro started. I think that the intro would be either different or messed up, but the intro started off like normal. The 3 Eds fooling around like usual, no big deal. After the intro stopped, the title card spelled out Mayfire. It starts off with the 3 Eds walking down the cul-de-sac in a bird's eye view. They are running for some reason, which leads Eddy to say, "Let's hurry, we're almost at the candy shop." The 3 Eds started to sprint. As they make the turn, the scene fades away. The next scene shows them next to a TV showing a news broadcast. Urgent. Fire starting in downtown. Appears to be heading west to a little neighborhood. Please evacuate the area with caution. What are we gonna do now? Shouted Double D. Ed in a sad tone said, "What's there to do? We're done." Eddy shouted, "No, we're not. There's a safety shelter about 10 blocks away from us. We can make it there and survive." This then shifted to another scene of the boys running. The next scene pops up and it's showing the Eds running for their lives now because of the massive flames occurring in the background. "Come on, we can make it. We're only 5 blocks away," Double D slowing down exclaimed. "Guys, I don't think I can make it. I'm too weak to keep running." "No, you're not, Double D. Hop on my back," yelled out Ed. The scene cuts to black again. It now shows Eddy holding on to Double D's beanie, all torn and mangled up. Ed was sobbing really hard while Eddy had a few tears in his eyes. Ed whispered, "We're done, Eddy. We might as well go the same direction as Double D did." While Eddy screamed, "Don't you say that to me now, Ed. Double D wanted us to be safe, so let's do it for the kid." They both started to run now. As they're running, the flames started to spread out more and be much brighter than it was before. As they made their final turn, Double D is shown running down the same pathway as the Eds. "Double D? Is that you?" said both of the Eds. "Yes, it is. Hurry up, there's helicopters waiting for us, and they're taking off in 2 minutes, yelled out Double D. A split-second static occurs, which leads to the next part. It shows only Eddy all alone inside a helicopter with a striped shirt and an orange shirt. "Double D, Ed, I can't let you guys just die like this. I'm joining you." It shows Eddy jumping off the helicopter into the horrible fire. It then shows a bird's eye view of the cul-de-sac all burnt down. It now cuts to the whole downtown area where the fire started, all disfigured. Buildings were collapsing into each other like dominoes. A radio broadcast is heard in the background saying, "There's still hope in the northern area of town. If there's any survivors, please come over to this region." And that was Mayfire, an Ed and Eddy Lost episode creepypasta by Anonymous. So what do I think about this story? Well, there are a few pros that I would like to go over first, which is that the episode was a project by the crew that was never meant to be seen at the end of the fucking day. And the details were nice on how the episode went and how the backstory of the lost episode went. That was good. And I do have a lot of cons for this story. Like, People going insane from a cartoon. Are you serious? That is a very huge cliche. Like, people going insane from a cartoon, not likely. But if it was a scary film, I could see why, but not really. It just does not make sense. And the story is cliched as hell, with a lot of cliches like people dying at the end, etc., etc. And we have paragraph spacing. So, what I mean about paragraph spacing is that there's like 2 sentences per paragraph when there should be like 5, or 2 sentences should be in the previous paragraph, for example. Which is not a good thing to do in a creepypasta, but I would recommend that you just do 5 sentences per paragraph. And yet again, we do have the grammar and spelling errors near the end, and no commas. Like, there was one sentence that I would like to say in particular. Like, there's a sentence at the end of the story that says, yes, it is, there's helicopters and they're waiting for us or whatever. The punctuation is so fucking bad that it should be said. Like, it should be yes, it is, not yes, it is, with no punctuation. And there's helicopters waiting for us, and they are, instead of there, just put they are or there, because that makes sense. They are. It makes sense for the most part, so yeah, that makes sense. And offer, if you're out there, try to be better at the next story you do, because I really would appreciate that. So yeah. So what do I give this story? A 5.5 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's just in the middle of the road for me. I will see you soon, my fellow minions. I'll see you very soon. And the next video coming out is Super Mario 128 Retake by DJ Deadpig6934. So see you soon, my fellow minions.